So can you tell a little bit more about what reality is and illusion?
I think that every so-called reality that we are living, it's a dream. Whether it's the reality that comes from our mind or from our heart or from, they are all dreams. I think ultimately what can be called real is the experience that we are having, rather than the world where we are, the reality we are navigating through, because the reality we are navigating through is just like an hologram that it takes its own shape and form based on our vibrational offer. So it is very malleable, and it's a respond to us. So in that sense, it can be addressed as a dream. What I think is real is the experience that we are having while we are dreaming, while we are exploring the dream that we are creating. The experience is what give us the results. That's why I think it's really important that we take action, because until we don't, for as long as we don't take action, we are reducing to the minimum our experience, our degree of experiences, and therefore we are living a life that is kind of slow. It's kind of not as extraordinary, as vibrant as it can be if we choose to act. That's in a way what is happening to many of us. We are choosing more and more not to act. We indulge more and more into this virtual world where we do not act. We don't jump in the water and swim. We are engaging in video games, in TV, in medias, in all kind of informations which are designed to diminish our level of action, because the less we act, the less we have a chance to awaken, and the less we act, the more we indulge into this virtual world, which is all mind, and in that way our life becomes more and more dominated by an artificial construct. While if we take action and we act upon our thoughts, our imagination, upon our heart desire, then what we are doing, we are creating a sequence of experiences, and the experiences give us, enrich us with a sense of more a sense of self or ourself. We grow more into awareness of ourselves and become more aware. And as we become more aware, we become less controllable. That's why, in a way, this artificially created bubble where we are in constantly sponsor us to become more and more passive and use more and more technology as a way to indulge in a virtuality world. And so we are not using much more, less, we are using less our senses, our body, our connection with nature, our connection with other people. We are reducing more and more our experiential field. And
so would you call that illusion or the virtual world?
Yeah, it's an illusion. Everything is an illusion. It's a dream. However, the virtual world is a dream that make us more robotic. It takes us further and further from source because we are not using the tools that we have been given to ourselves, which are the gifts that are the tools that we are supposed to use in order to navigate through this journey. We are not using those tools because we are distracted by this virtual world that doesn't want us to forget about those gifts. And so we are embarking ourselves in a dream that is dissociating ourselves further and further from source. So the further we go from source, the less we have the ability to imagine. And if we don't have the ability to imagine, we cannot create. And also our emotions are going to get more and more mild to the point that we are fully engaged at the mind level, and so we don't feel anything anymore. We think everything, but we don't feel anything. So we are becoming less and less human, and we are becoming more and more robotics. So we have to redirect our energy towards, through discernment, towards what is more a real dream more than an artificial one. They are both dreams, but one, when it's fully experienced, it takes us to source. The other one, when it's fully experienced, it takes us completely out of source, to the point where we are disconnected, and now we have lost the ability to imagine, and so we are not creators anymore, because we are creators. We are the creators. We are source, so we create.